News Tonight, I'm Ken Molestina. Mayor Mike Duggan outlined the city of Detroit's plan to distribute the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Also, the mayor and other leaders received the vaccine today. Tomorrow, the first city employees will be getting their COVID vaccine. We will have 30 employees at the health department, the folks who will then go out and offer vaccinations to others. And we're going to start tomorrow with the 1,200 medical first responders and EMTs that work for the Detroit Fire Department. And so they will be in the first phase. That's this coming week. Next week, our health department will offer vaccines to this city's 450 home healthcare workers. So the people who...
All right, Shalom. I'm going to first give all honors and his praises due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, a piece of Akim that's doing his work on the four corners of earth. And as you see this Edomite here in the city of Detroit, because I'm part of the Detroit camp from the GMS Detroit camp, DeWatt. And so here in the city of Detroit, the mayor of Detroit took the Maxine pretty much, and he's gonna pass it on down to the fire department, health workers, ambulance workers, pretty much, so they can take it, and so they're trying to these Edomites are trying to really wrap this thing up here, okay, and that's pretty much what they're doing here, because they know that this is about to be it for them, but this mayor, he wanted to go ahead and get this in. But right quick, I want to show you another video also.
Needs a bit of both right now, as she reflects on the trauma of her family's past, while leaning on faith in the future.
Things have changed. Things have gotten better, but still needs to get a whole lot better.
All week celebrations across the country hitting a fever pitch as a new COVID-19 vaccine begins to arrive. This long-awaited moment providing hope for so many amidst the pandemic. A study by the Kaiser Family Foundation found 71% of Americans say they definitely or probably will get the COVID-19 vaccine. But black Americans are far more hesitant. 35% say they probably or definitely will not get the vaccine.
So I want to know how much of the people who are doing the trials of the vaccine are African American.
I'm still on the fence about the actual vaccine. In the African-American community, we never really received anything that's going to be beneficial for us in the beginning.
That distrust is well earned. Lily's father was an unwitting player in one of the darkest chapters of our nation's history.
My father was Freddie Lee Tyson. My father is our hero.
A sharecropper in Alabama in 1932, Freddie Lee Tyson was one of 623 black men recruited into a medical study. We now know it as the infamous syphilis study at Tuskegee. Freddie thought it was a program to provide free health care. He had no idea that the doctors only...
Alright, and these are the curses of Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, because we dishonored, our Heavenly Father. But as you see here, this devil right here is giving them that shot, the jab, and so, and I say to anyone, how can anybody say if they have the curses outside of the 12 tribes of Israel? Because this is only happening to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because Esau, Edom, he gave also, while he did that to the Southern Kingdom, he also gave Northern Kingdom, smallpox, okay, to our so-called Native American brothers, brothers and sisters, so this man is the devil, as you see. This is the Tuskegee experiment that happened, but let me get back to this video here.
Interest was to study the infection he had been born with.
They did not tell them they had syphilis, and the only thing they told them they had bad blood, and they were treating the bad blood. But they were not. They were lying to the people.
The study was run by the U.S. Public Health Service. White doctors hoping to chart the natural progression of syphilis in black men. What did your father think he was participating in?
I would say that they were looking to better their health and to better their conditions. He did not know that he was in a study. He did not know.
The government went to extremes to keep it that way. Even when penicillin became a safe and reliable cure, the study doctors actively prevented the men from getting it, circulating secret lists asking health providers not to treat them. When some of the men were drafted into World War II, the researchers had them rejected from the Army, so their syphilis would not be treated. Talk to me about the misinformation surrounding the study.
Some people, believe it or not, still think the men were injected with the virus. They were not.
The truth about the study didn't surface until 4 decades later in 1972, when a whistleblower outed the experiment.
When the CDC first called him, he was quite upset. He was angry, and I also saw some shame.
Shame? Say more.
Shame because he had been deceived. Now you have to understand, my father was a proud man, and he was honest.
And our government treated him like a lab animal.
Right. These men deserved better.
Now you heard that. She said, her father was proud, and that's one of the things, one of the 7 things that Yahweh hates. Someone that has pride, especially if it's a Jake. Okay, and so pretty much that's why the Lord had to teach him a lesson. He ended up getting that jab. Because our so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we the ones that broke the laws of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And that's why the Lord put these curses on us, judged us, and, beat us down. But this is of the curses,
Dignity was taken away from them. The basic human needs of a person was stripped of them.
The syphilis study reinforced a painful reminder of the racism stitched in the very fabric of the medical system.
As far as the mistrust, I think it comes from the way that we have been treated over 400 years. The disparities, the criminal injustices, the social injustices, the economic injustices, the educational injustices.
Lily's daughter, Carmen Head Thornton, went into healthcare to change the system.
This river of mistrust with healthcare workers being on one side and those who are needing care and needing vaccines on the other. We need more people on the healthcare worker side.
That river of mistrust is at the very heart of the mission at Meharry Clinic in Nashville, Tennessee.
When we recognized that the pandemic was devastating people of color, we just felt compelled as an organization that we had to be involved and do something.
Dr. James Hildreth is the president of Meharry Medical College, founded in 1876, the first medical school for African Americans in the South.
The impact that we've had on the health of minority populations in this country is very significant.
Right now, the college and its clinic are moving to center stage in the battle against COVID-19. Meharry is working with Novavax on phase 3 of its new vaccine trial. The challenge, recruiting Black, Latinx, and other minority groups to participate.
Good morning.
Their secret weapon, the doctors themselves. Dr. Vladimir Berto and Dr. Rajbir Singh are running the COVID investigation here.
What do you know about the vaccine?
Little to nothing.
It is very safe and there will be no cost to you. or to your insurance.
One of the big concerns about the COVID vaccine centers around how fast it was developed, taking only months instead of years. Experts say the shortcuts were not in the science, instead speeding up approvals and distribution.
I'm truly excited about it, and I'm in awe of what has happened, but there are great reasons for why it's happened so fast.
Dr. Hildreth says in order to rally support in communities of color, it's also important to spotlight the medical professionals behind them.
Messages are fine. You can have wonderful messages, but if the messenger is not trusted, it's not going to be very effective.
One of the trusted messengers, Reverend Liz Walker. How can you be so certain that taking this vaccine is the right choice for you?
From what I've seen of COVID-19, the greater risk is to get sick. So for me, there's no hesitation.
Walker is an icon in Boston.
And I'm Liz Walker. I just joined this team, and I'm so glad to be here.
She was the first black woman to anchor the evening news in the city.
Thank you all for being here.
Walker is now the senior pastor at Roxbury Presbyterian Church, a neighborhood she likens to the biblical story of the Good Samaritan.
I call the neighborhood the Jericho Road because you never know who's going to stop by or who's in need right outside our front door. So we are a community church. Social justice is our foundation.
In order to get the good word to her flock, Reverend Walker threw up a Hail Mary, emailing Dr. Anthony Fauci, not expecting the nation's leading infectious disease doctor to actually respond. But he did.
We are so just blessed to have you, Dr. Fauci.
You had Dr. Fauci come to your church via Zoom.
Do you know, Faith, this was a God thing. I had no idea that
Satan's her God, and that's the MB. Want to go get Satan, want to get the devil, want to get Esau, Edom. But let me get some scriptures right here. But I just wanted to show basically that the first video, the man of Detroit, he want to have everybody to get the basically, get the jab, and I'm about to go on some scriptures right quick, let's see here. Anyway, Salakia, let's see this here. The book of Sirach, chapter 12, verses 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. And so, the MB here, she wants to trust in her enemy, And so basically, her, but even regular coon jakes, they're going to trust in their enemy. And then they're going to get judged for it, because what they're doing, these jakes that want to bring in Esau and come save them, that's evil. They're supposed to trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, and they're not doing that. Okay, book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay, and they think that's a good thing, but that's an evil thing. Because the Edomites, they represent darkness and death. Okay, us as so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're the sons of God. Okay, and this Edomite, who wants to do this to you, who wants to kill all 12 tribes of Israel, he wants to do it. He wants to get rid of you. Because this devil knows he has a short time, But let me get Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knowing that he have but a short time. You know? And so basically, these Edomites know that their time is up. They're ruling over you. But I just wanted to show this. The mayor of Detroit first, and then this one about the Tuskegee airmen, about the man that took that jab, ended up getting syphilis, and that was an evil, wicked thing that the Edomites have done, and they gotta pay back for what they done to the children of Yahweh Bashem and Yahweh Shai. And so anybody that take that jab, are gonna get judged for it. But with that, I want to give our honors, God's praises due to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, piece of Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. Shalom and above. Kwam Bakiyam. Shalom.